All right, guys, whenever you're ready.
So just we got about a couple days left here of practice. Just how do you feel the spring has gone for your team here?
Good. This is this is Q4 of spring ball, right? So we talked about we got to end strong, right? It's got to be the theme of the whole year, finish strong. And today was a great start to the week.
What stood out to you over the course of the camp so far? Is there,
we've seen, I'm really every room, right? I just feel like we're getting the right effort, the right kind of energy, but this is spring ball, so the execution has been good, but we got a long way to go. I think the guys are working hard at it, getting our schemes down. You can see the execution improving along the way, but we're just still in that mindset. But man, we got a long way to go. But there are times it looks really good, and it makes me feel excited about the year, and certainly excited about working with these guys.
Coach, can you just talk about the wide receiver room and what you've seen so far?
I just think it's a good room. I think Coach Osborne does a great job with those guys, and I think that they work hard. And we're going to spread the ball around. We don't. I don't want to highlight any one guy. I think they've all looked good. And what we're all fighting for is consistency. We want to make the big plays. We are making big plays, but we're fighting for consistency in playmaking and consistency in execution. And love the attitude. The other thing I love about that room is very unselfish. It's an unselfish room, and that's the way it has to be.
Just talk about your tight ends. How are they looking? How's the growth looking from that room there?
Yeah, strong room. Very strong room. We want to utilize all of our personnel. Certainly, that'll be a part of what we do. We'll have packages that we come out in and play. Certainly, involving the tight ends, taking advantage of that room and that group, both in the run game and the pass game. I think that's what I'm excited about. I think in that group, it's not a bunch of pass-catching tight ends. It's not a bunch of what you say is just blocking tight ends. A very versatile room, and excited about how we can use those guys.
What's your biggest question mark about the squad right now that we're in the final week of spring ball?
We just have to prove. We just have to prove that we can be consistent. I know we can be good enough. There's no question about my mind that the talent that we have, the players that we have, coaches that we have, I'm excited. But this game comes down to consistent execution and then playmaking, when it really counts. So that's just what we have to prove as we keep moving on. I've seen a lot of good evidence of it to this point, and when the bullets get live, that's when we got to see what happens.
Coach, how much has Andrew Luck helped out during spring practice?
He's been a great help to the players, to me. We're talking every day, all day. First thing in the morning to the last thing at night, out here in the practice field, talking about what we see, how we're doing things. And Andrew, as the GM, he's got that role over the whole program, but he's strategically inserting himself as far as at different spots where he can add value. And for me, as the head coach, and because of our relationship, I think it's fantastic. That we got a GM who is one of the best players in the NFL, and he can add his expertise and help our players in that way. And I think it's been a big benefit.
how's it been getting your relationship going with Coach April and kind of learning what he likes to do defensively?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic that we got, Coach April and Coach Thompson, co-defensive coordinators. I think they're meshing together perfectly, in what we do defensively. So excited about some of the schemes that we're playing, and finding ways to use our personnel in the best way possible.
Let's talk about the quarterback unit. How's that unit shaping up, looking at right now? Yeah.
Good. Yeah, same thing. Again, today was a really good day for the quarterbacks down in the red zone. We did a lot of red zone work today. They looked particularly sharp today. All four of them did. So, again, Coach Merck does a great job with those guys. They're making good progress and happy and love the room.
But you're practicing in the middle of a portal window. I believe one of your quotes of the day one was, Andrew was going to let you coach and have him worry about it as far as player retention and that kind of thing. Has it been mostly him, or do you have to do anything special to keep the guys happy? Or
no, these guys are great, man. They want to come here to work. Andrew handles all the portal stuff. I don't really get involved too much in that. He tells me things here and there. We talk about a couple things, but I'm focused on our players and focused on these practices, making the most of every meeting and most of every practice. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
very
much.
much.
Coach.